If you've never been to a gaming convention, this is a video that will encourage you to go. Hey, I'm Sean. I talk about tabletop role-playing games. I stream every Saturday at 8 a.m. Central Time and come up with a topic of discussion as well as news and RPG, crowdfunding campaigns. I hope to see you in the chat. One of the big things that I really appreciated about going to a gaming convention is that you could meet people face to face. You get to know them. You see them on Discord. You interact with them on social media, talk to them and play games, same games with them. And through that, you get to know them better. You talk even about things that aren't just about gaming. You become friends. The other thing that you can find at a gaming convention is other games. You might have your group that is very set on playing one particular game, but you want to explore other ones. Or maybe you're running games for your home group and one of the individuals wants to try a different game, but you're not sure if you want to invest into an entirely different game for a different campaign. So before you do that, again, you want to try that particular game. There's no better way to do it than going to a gaming convention. Even online gaming conventions. It doesn't have to be face-to-face. They offer tons of different types of games, different settings, different systems, mashups, different durations. Some get dressed up and put on a huge theme and production, miniatures, set pieces. It's like speed dating for tabletop role-playing games. Look through the catalog. If anything piques your interest and you're not even sure what the system is, you sign up, you go there. If it's something that you love, it could be the next game that you fall in love with and pursue for the rest of your years. Or it could be a game that you don't really care for and you set it to the side, but at least you could say you tried it. One of the other things that I really appreciate about going to in-person gaming conventions is actually learning from other game masters. You can see how other game masters have different styles. They have different ways to present information. They have different levels of enthusiasm. And there's also different levels of rules knowledge and how they run a game. And it may not always be a positive experience. Sometimes you can learn from playing in those games from some of the things that you don't like. Maybe they stand and command a certain presence. Maybe they have particular handouts. They use table tents. They maybe sit down and present the game in a particular way that makes everybody not only feel comfortable, but encourages a specific vibe at the table. On the other hand, you may run into playing a game where that vibe seems a little off for some reason. So how do you do that and incorporate it into your home game to make your game even better? Getting inspired to run games. Sometimes we get burned out. We've been running the same game, same campaign for some time. Maybe we're on the cusp of calling it a day. Or perhaps the holidays came and your game's been on hiatus and you're trying to find the energy to get back to it. If you go to a gaming convention, you'll find that that could rejuvenate you into running different games or just getting back in the saddle, coming up with different plot lines, rolling some NPCs up, making some new encounters, and getting that thing off the ground again. The enthusiasm that comes from that could end up saving your home group. With gaming conventions, more so in person than probably online, there's seminars and panels. You can learn much more than just from another game master. Say, for example, you're considering putting out your own RPG product and you want to know how to crowdfund it. There are panels that talk about crowdfunding, learning from those other people's mistakes, getting insight into things that you aren't aware of so that you can get ahead of them in order to provide a successful crowdfunder for the customers that you will eventually have. And guess what? Most of it is free or a minimal cost. The return on investment in going to those panels and learning how to do a crowdfunding campaign or how to publish your own product, they're invaluable. Merch, dice, swag. Exhibit halls are fun. It's like going to the mall. I don't know if that's a good analogy, but going up and down the aisles of the exhibit hall, visiting the publishers that have piqued your curiosity and even ones that you are a fanatic about, and talking to the people behind the booth. And oftentimes they're staffed by the owner of the company or the publisher of the particular product that you might be interested in. Stop by, show your appreciation in person. They'll love it. And they're not short on conversation. It's very friendly. There's different artwork, different things that are kind of tangential to RPGs, whether it's artwork or intricate artistic masks or molds that you can get for 3D terrain. The last thing about attending an in-person convention is that it's a vacation away from real life. I mean, we don't want to totally disconnect. Yeah, we kind of do. There's something called con drop. It's a weird kind of mental condition, if you will, that hits you from being euphoric for an entire 3 or 4 day weekend and then having to change gears and going to kind of the routine of adult life. But there's a reason for it. When you go there, you leave things behind, you're in the moment, interacting with your tribe, you're meeting new friends, playing new games, getting probably 4 hours of sleep at night, and you're having usually, hopefully, the time of your life. So if you are on the fence about going to an in-person convention, consider this a sign from above or from the internet to actually go and check it out. I don't think you'll be sorry. If you have some hesitancy about attending an in-person gaming convention, what is that? Tell me down below in the comments. If you find this video useful, check out this one where I talk about some of the things that you should know about before going to your gaming convention. And remember, be a positive force in the tabletop RPG hobby. See ya.